Nervous about things. Okay. Good afternoon. It is day 20 of 21 days of gratitude, and today I'm here with my littlest boy. This is Jet, and we are in Jet's favourite place. We are in the Geek Retreat, which is a kind of like board game cafe that we've got in our town. So ambient noises as it is, hence the random merchandise in the background. I'm not promoting the merchandise in the background, it just happens to be there, so I'm not catching anyone else that's in the room with us. So Jet has kindly agreed to play along with me today. He's played the game before. If you haven't played before, Raise Your Vibe is a game that you can play with anyone, including kids, to just genuinely just raise your vibe a little bit, just by one small or two small or three small kind of activities, just designed to make you feel just a tiny bit better and to put you into that attitude of gratitude, because as we know, being in that attitude of gratitude is the ideal vibration for you to be in, to attract things that are going to make your life more graceful and more with ease, and to just genuinely be vibrating at that more optimum level for human beings, gratitude being the highest vibration that we can do, whereas fear is right down the bottom at the opposite end. So we're going to just roll straight in, I suppose. Yeah. And I'll be honest, full disclosure, we did pre-select the cards, didn't we, Jet? So it wasn't too tricky. But Jet has agreed to tell you for his warm-up card, for 1 minute and 8 seconds, my darling, if you were the weather, what would you be?
Like clouds, but still showing the sun. Like them really thin clouds, but like the ones that tell you like it's not going to rain, but it's not going to be really sunny. It's not going to be like sunburn sunny, but it's not going to be like really rainy.
Nice. If I were the weather, what would I be? Well, right this second, if I were the weather, I would be, actually, I'd probably be quite like I'd be like the morning after a downpour. I'd be like, yeah, like sort of that sort of rested, sort of fresh feeling, but not quite like, you know, that there's probably still a little bit more weather on its way. I'd be like a kind of bit windy, a bit kind of a bit cloudy, but not like massively so, but just kind of like meh weather. Is that weather? Is that actual weather? Meh weather. That's it. So that's
it's a thing because you said it.
it's a thing because I said it. There we go. So that is our warm-up card for today. I do invite you to consider what kind of weather would you be today if you were going to be a weather. So Jet, you can go first on the next card. I would like you to speak for 1 minute and 8 seconds if you can, and I'm just going to listen. So I'm going to listen from the heart, and Jet's going to talk to me from his heart about his favourite animal.
My favourite animal is a goat, because they're like they're not vicious, but they're not the sort of things that they're not the sort of things that would be hunted by anything, but they are hunted by some animals that are like at the very top of the food chain. But I think they can be like very friendly, and they'll always come over to you if you ever see them. And when they have their winter coats on, they're beautiful.
Just gonna think about goats. Okay. Awesome. My favourite animal. I think right now my favorite animal is, it's probably a worm. I love worms. I love the way that they're like so like they're just like these little things that live in the soil, but they're so important. Especially for me as a vegetable grower, we love worms clearly, and it's on my bucket list of things to do this year is to create my own wormery, so I can like process waste in through the worms, and so that we can make worm compost at the farm. I feel like that would be a nice way to kind of see that full closed loop. And I think I like the way they're so big sometimes. They're really surprising, and they do always make me chuckle. Like whenever I'm like digging and I come across like a big patch of worms, if we've got like freshly turned manure or something, and there's just like loads of them, and they're all in there, and they just look like they get on with each other. The worms do. They just look like they're quite happy in each other's company. So there we go. Okay, Jen. I'm going to ask you not to try not to kick the table because it makes it go wobbly. Yeah. Okay, Jet, the last card for today's rather impromptu Raise Your Vibe. You going to read it out?
One thing I love about nature is...
Ready? Minute and 8, off you go.
I think I really like the colour, because green's my favourite colour, and nature's green. So, and I think just when I go outside and like I just see nature, and then it like makes me feel really happy, because I'm like, because then I just look at the trees, and the amazing thing about trees is that when a tree is like really young and it's close to another tree, they'll pass nutrients to each other through the soil, so they work together like that, and they can communicate through the ground. And so I really like trees, and I also another piece of nature that I really like is grass, because like if you're just like walking on it on your bare feet, then it feels really nice on your feet. And I also like the look of daisies, because they're like really beautiful. I like the like look of the like yellow bits in them.
That's it, mate. Good job. All right, so my turn. One thing I love about nature, I mean, it's hard to pin it down, but I think for me it's the chaos. Although it's not chaos, because it is obviously so perfectly interconnected and so perfectly designed, but it's designed on such a level that's so much bigger than what I can experience like in my lifetime. Like I get an idea about it because like seeing the turn of the year and the seasons, and how there's different flora and fauna that are abundant at different times of the year. But I'm only going to be on this earth for like kind of like, I don't know, 80, 100 years, I don't know, whatever my time here is that I've got. But that's still only 80 turns of the year, and yet so many things like trees experience so many more turns, and other things like, the course of a river. And so I think for me it's just that whole interplay of time scales, where like there's a mayfly that lives for one day is just as important in that whole kind of ecosystem of nature as is those like giant sequoia trees that live for like 1,200 years, or myrtle trees that live for like 2,000 years. Yeah, I mean, that was fast. That was only 8 minutes. That was 8 minutes of Raise Your Vibe. That wasn't very long at all. But how you feeling? Yeah? Still feeling scared talking to these random YouTube strangers? Well, that's us for today. Tomorrow is the last one. We'll be with another surprise guest, because it's always a surprise with us. Thank you for if you've joined us so far, and I do hope that you've had some opportunity to kind of play along and kind of do some of the activities that we've been doing, and thinking about them, and even just like listening to us and me and my guests talking over the course of these like 21 days. it's been it's been lovely. It's been lovely hearing everyone else's things that make them feel good, and hearing the things that, like, you know, light other people up, because that gives you just as much energy as doing it for yourself and doing your own activities. So yeah, do join the mailing list. I'm going to put all the links in the video below. Yesterday's video we did on Instagram, because I was out delivering vegetable boxes, so that was kind of yeah, interesting, but it will be there on YouTube as well. So yeah, have a look through all of the videos and just practice the things. It's a minute and eight to feel great, you know, just to do that little thing for yourself, just to take yourself a little bit higher and put yourself in that attitude of gratitude. Our next events that we've got coming up, we have got the Womb Wisdom weekend, where we're going to be, it's a women only thing, it's a womb keeper only thing, I should say. So yeah, we're just going to be just really delving into just how powerful that area of our body can be for creative purposes, and just raw power, I suppose, that comes from that place. After that, we've got family constellations, and then we've got our two ecstatic awakening dance retreats, like residential retreats, one here in the UK, one going to be in Greece, and of course we've got the all exciting archaeological trip to Bosnia as well coming up in June. So yeah, there's loads going on. I'm going to put links onto our website down there as well. This one looks like it is. That's another good one, isn't it? The super hugs. So yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you tomorrow for the grand finale.